lot of controversy surrounding RFID technology. And the basis of it is that if someone gets chipped, they feel they can be tracked around the globe, similar to how you can chip one of your pets and they can track it by satellite, retrieve it, and get it back to you. It's no secret this can be done with humans as well, and pretty much any other device they want to stick one of these chips on to track it globally. Well, it looks like the mainstream media is out here again trying to tell the masses that this is safe, that this is the way to go. And not only are they trying to say it's safe, they're trying to say that it's good for medical purposes. Similar to getting the tetanus shot is what they want to compare this to. Saying thousands have been chipped and that people can open secure doors, they can pay for tickets, they can share emergency medical information just by having someone scan their hand. This goes right into Orwell's 1984. We've talked about it before. And it seems these days things are escalating. Things are picking up and moving faster and faster. And what might have been just some talk or an idea at one point has now evolved into real ideas out here where real things are being implemented out here on the world stage. And once again, we have the mainstream media pushing this, trying to desensitize the people and try to make them feel comfortable in taking this. Wanted to give the heads up. You won't see me doing it. It's been Dabu7, and this is Illuminati.
Alright, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and Shalom the elect. As you just seen, the man Dabu7 just did a video. Basically, let me read the description actually, because it explains. Because he said the microchip was being pushed. All right, let me read the description real fast. It says, Fox News is pushing RFID chip implants, encouraging people that the tech is safe. The technology is safe and good for medical by stating it's similar to getting a tetanus shot. Recently in Sweden, thousands of people have reportedly had chips implanted. Fox highlights this news, spreading that a company called Biohacks has already installed around 4,000 chips into customers. All right. But as you can see, man, Fox is pushing the chip. There's been a lot of, man, we see it, you know, that the world is coming to an end. You know, prophecies are coming to pass, man. And we've been seeing it more and more that shit can break out any moment now because the chip is being pushed. One of the brothers did a video on that the chip was being pushed in I believe it was a high school, and the kids were to do a paper on how would you persuade somebody to take the microchip. I believe that was what it was about. I know it has something to do with the microchip. All right, but I believe it was high school kids. Salakia, they had to write a paper on how would you persuade someone to take the chip. All right, and it was on. You can find a video. You can look it up on YouTube. All right. Well, matter of fact, just to show you, you know, so I'm not making this up. But the chip has been being pushed a lot more recently, man. You know, and what was it? It was so like, give me 1 second. Oh, subscriptions. There we go. What was that? Apostle the Hardest did a video on it. That what? It said FEMA buys 50,000 RFID chips from Sweden. All right. So you can see that this chip is being pushed heavily, man. They're getting ready. The elites, the elites of the so-called white race, which is the Edomites, they're pushing that chip. And what is the chip? It's the mark of the beast. All right, it's the mark of the beast. Now I'm trying to find. Here we go. All right, what I was talking about with the high school thing. Where was it? Yeah, right here. You see? And you can check this video out to see what I was saying about earlier. You know, the mark of the beast being pushed in schools. All right, so we can see that we're nearing the end of this, man, and prophecy is coming to pass. All right, let me see if I can read what they have on here. It says, imagine that you work for a human microchip company. The president has given you the opportunity. Some of the words are cut out, but we can obviously put it together. The president has given you the opportunity to something, a television speech to the nation. What would you say to persuade people to get a microchip? All right, so as you can see, they're preparing your people's minds, all right, so that when they take it out, once you get once they push the microchip heavily, then it's not a big deal, you know. Those of y'all who've been feeding into the mark of the beast, all right, it's not gonna be a big deal to certain people, all right. But we in the know, we know that that this is the mark of the beast, you know. We know that our minds are supposed to not be persuaded by these devil's tricks, all right. I forget there was a certain term for it, what they're doing. All right, Lord's will come to me later, you know, but the chip is being pushed hard. All right, we're seeing more chariots lately. I meant to do a video on that the other day. The boy security team did another video on a chariot sighting. I forget where it was at, but you know, chariots are being seen more. The chip is being pushed. You know, we know that we're nearing the end of this, man. So without further ado, let me get, the scripture, all right? Because the scriptures say to prove all things. We know it's a microchip, but we can, through examination of the scriptures, all right, we're going to show you. Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to push everybody to take the chip, because what would they say? Well, I don't got a video up no more, but what would Dabu say? He said in the video, what Fox News was doing was they were pushing the chip so that it would help you out with your if you had any type of illnesses, they will be able to cure it. All right, let me see if I can find it again. It must have been his other channel, because Dabu has like multiple channels, I believe. It's called to wild. Can't really get it. I'll post it in the description, Lord's will. But it was basically in the description of his video, and what he was saying in the video was that they're saying that the chip has multiple benefits that it can give to you. All right, the devil. All right, which the word devil goes back to the Latin word diablo, which means deceiver. He's trying to deceive you into thinking that this is a good thing. All right, thinking that the chip is going to help you out. And which in actuality, we know that it's not. One more time, Revelation 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, so no matter who you are, it says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So let's go into that word mark. All right, because there are multiple marks. The word mark is multiple times in the scripture. All right, but they don't all mean the same thing. All right, and specifically with this mark, this is something that we should not get. All right, we are not supposed to get. Whereas the scriptures speak of a mark in Ezekiel 9:4 that we should want, that we should hope to have. All right. This word mark is a Greek word charagma. And what does it say? It says a stamp, an imprinted mark. Have the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge. Blah, blah, blah. It says thing carved. All right. Sculpture. All right. And how do they get that? How do you get that microchip? They carve it into your skin with that needle. All right. And we know that this is the only thing, this is the only possible thing that the mark of the beast can be. All right. Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. Because in order to go in the stores pretty soon in the future, you're going to need that microchip to pay. Right. You're going to need that microchip to get food. All right. To open your car door, to go into your house. You know, they're going to put that on everything, man. All right. And those of us in the know, we know that in those times, what's going to be tested is our faith. All right. Our faith in the Lord, that the Lord is going to feed us. All right. The Lord is going to give us shelter in those days, you know. Right. Trust in the Lord. I did a video on that last week, man. But, you know, that was pretty much it. Just a little news update. The mark of the beast, Salakia. Mark of the beast is indeed the RFID chip, microchip technology. Is being pushed. All right. Yahweh Shem Shai is almost back. We see all the signs. We see the chariots. All right. We see the tension between different nations, you know. So with that, Kahala Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect.